Horadrim of Sanctuary have few records that make mention of a demon known as the Butcher. 2 appearances are noted, spanning a time frame of over 20 years. Countless victims fell to the terror of this monstrosity as it threatened Tristram, and rumors are told that the demon is physically constructed from the pieces of other demons. As a result, the Butcher appears to see all other living and unliving things as mere parts. The Butcher is a brutal melee assassin who fuels his high sustained damage by consuming the remains of his ruined victims. The Butcher's trait is fresh meat. When a nearby enemy dies, it will drop fresh meat. Minions drop a single piece, while heroes will drop 3. Each piece of meat collected will increase his attack damage permanently until he dies. The Butcher's first ability is Hamstring. Crashing down with his hideous axe, the Butcher deals damage and slows enemies in the long area in front of him. Next is the ability Butcher's Brand. Using the sickle in his left hand, the Butcher lashes out and marks his target for 5 seconds, allowing his continued attacks against them to heal for 75% of the damage done. When used on heroes, the healing is doubled. The Butcher's final basic ability is Ruthless Onslaught. Straight out of a nightmare, the Butcher will charge a targeted enemy, becoming unstoppable. Upon reaching the target, the Butcher will both damage and stun his victim. Furnace Blast is the Butcher's first heroic option. After a 3-second delay, a blast of fire centered on the Butcher will erupt, dealing massive damage to nearby enemies. This ability can be used while charging with Ruthless Onslaught. And lastly is the Butcher's heroic Lamb to the Slaughter. Planting a pole at the target area, the Butcher will chain the nearest enemy hero to it after a short delay. Any attempt to escape will find the victim yanked back to the target area. The early game will be incredibly important for the Butcher. You will need to acquire as much fresh meat as possible before team fights begin. The Butcher can obtain large stacks of meat by slaying minions in lane and consuming the meat they drop. Another option would be to aggressively roam with a partner and seek to secure a number of early hero takedowns. Do be careful though, as this strategy risks the Butcher losing all stacks of fresh meat if he happens to suffer a death by overextending. Once a full stack of fresh meat is farmed, the Butcher should look towards isolating opposing enemies with Ruthless Onslaught. Charge into an enemy with low health and apply Butcher's Brand to the target. Make sure to use Hamstring if they try to flee. With a few auto attacks and proper positioning, the Butcher will be able to take down almost anyone. Lamb to the Slaughter excels at helping the Butcher isolate targets. Use this heroic to stir up an engagement or zone an important opponent away from a fight so your teammates can have a numbers advantage. Furnace Blast should be chosen if you're looking for a bit more damage to help secure takedowns. Try to utilize the heroic when the Butcher is capable of hitting more than 2 targets to get the most bang for your buck. If you find yourself up against the Butcher, single him out and work as a team to focus him down early. If you're able to deny him healing from his Butcher's Brand, he will fall quickly to your focused assault.
Fresh meat.